Hello. Hi, everybody. We're back. We're live with the live Q&A series for management and leadership skills development. So today is a special day, and before we dive right into our question, which I'm not going to tell you what the question is just yet, because today we're celebrating a special day. It's Belle's Let's Talk Day, and I'm not making any ad in here, but I think what we're doing, especially with all of the live Q&As and all of the messages and all of the questions that you're sending out to me and all of the communication, this has a lot to do with mental health, especially now. This is what has kept us together for the past, I don't even know how many months. This kind of connection. So it's important to talk about it. Mental health is health. It takes so many forms, and it really takes everybody to jump in and do their own thing and communicate and support others and help others to the best of their abilities. So, and I really, really think that what we will be talking about today also has to do with mental health at work, with the mental health of your team, the mental health of you as a team manager, as a team leader, as a small business CEO. So it's everywhere. It's not something that we can't talk about. It's something that we talk about anyway. So I'm really, really happy to see that you're all in this communication mode, because that will always help. So, okay, today's question was, and then you're going to see why I'm wearing the blue hat as well, right? What's with the hat? I'll tell you what's with the hat. So the question that you asked was, how can I engage my team more in meetings? And now I know virtual meetings, but this is actually something that you can use for when you're going back to the office, for when you're going to go and meet face to face, for when you want to brainstorm, when you need feedback, when you want to go in a team meeting and really, really have all of the team members engaged. So without further ado, and I will also say, ask your questions and make your comments at any point in time if you're watching this live. So here we go. Okay. We're going to be talking about the 6 thinking hats, and here's how it runs. And this is why I'm wearing the blue hat now, because that's actually the first hat that I'm going to start to talk about today. But here's what each hat will be doing. And especially for virtual meetings, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun exercise, and it's going to keep people engaged. And you can have, if you have more than 6 members on the team, absolutely you can have more of each hat, right? So you can have 2 blue hats, or ideally 1 blue hat, and I'll explain why. But the rest of them can be 2 or 3 hats, 3 whites, 3 reds, 2 blacks, and so on. So don't let just the name of it limit what you can do with this exercise. And it's not my invention. It's Edward de Bono who came up with the concept. It's very used in critical thinking, decision making. So that's why I'm saying, for team meetings, especially the virtual ones, this is awesome. So you have the blue hat, the white hat, the red hat, black, yellow, and green. So and I will explain all of them. I just wanted to show you because obviously I have them with me today. So the blue hat is on, and I have the white well, almost like, I tried, I did my best, and I just had to improvise at some point. So here we go. The white, the black, the yellow, and then I know it's not the Christmas season anymore, but these are the hats that I have for red and green. So bear with me, okay? All right. Hi, Serene. Thank you for watching. How are you today? I hope you're good. I hope all's well. And I really hope this exercise is going to help you get some ideas on your next team meeting. So let's see. If you have a question or want to make a comment at any point, feel free. Thanks for joining. Okay, so here we go. We're going to talk about the blue hat first, as I said, right? So it's here. And the blue hat, think about them as a movie director. And then if you're the team leader or the team manager, think about yourself as the blue hat or anyone who is actually leading that particular meeting. That's ideally the blue hat. Because here's why. Because they will be asking the questions that help you start the discussion. And it's going to be very focused on the issue, the topic, the current situation, whatever it is that you want to discuss. Again, this is a tool that you can use, especially for decision-making processes. I also use it for when it comes for asking for feedback from the team, and that also helps with making a decision, right? Because why? Because you're getting that from different perspectives, and the perspective of the blue hat is this: I run the thing, I run the show, and then I want everybody to chip in and discuss what the problem is, and I can define the problem, and then I'm looking for solutions, or I'm defining the project, the new project that we're working on, and I'm asking essential questions, and I look at everybody in the room to gather all of the information I need and all of the information we need as a team so that we can make a decision. What are the outcomes and what do we want to make happen? Now, if you're the leader of the meeting, that is essential for you to know what the problem is that you want to discuss, what you want the outcome to be, and what do you want to make happen as a team, right? This is going to be essential. Okay, so this is the role of the blue hat. Okay, I'm going to have to go and change hats. So I was going to arrange my hair for today, by the way, but then I thought, why bother? Because I'm going to keep on putting hats. So, white hat. And it's actually funny because it really looks like a detective hat, doesn't it? I mean, really. So here's why the white hat is important, because they will be focused on the facts. So the blue hat asked the question and decided what the issue was and what we need to make a decision on. And the white hat, their role is to only focus on facts and information. So they will answer to these questions. What are the facts? What do we know? What don't we know? What information are we missing? What information is available to us? What can we learn from this problem? And also, maybe what more would we like to learn about this problem? So the white hat is going to be focused only on facts. That's it. They don't focus on criticizing or on the positives, on the benefits, no. That's their role. Focus on facts and information and make sure that they have the information to answer these questions. That's what they will be collecting. Okay, so there we go. Let's move on from the white hat all the way to the red hat. Red hat, well, in this case, it's going to be my Santa hat. But hey, and it actually, you know what? Because this hat is so small, I kind of look like the Pope in it, but never mind. It's fine. Right? I mean, and thanks for bearing with me, but I thought I would demonstrate also how fun this can be. I mean, just imagine that you do that with your team. And not just fun, but think about it this way. The minute that you put this particular color hat on, that's when it will help you focus on whatever it is that that hat needs to focus on. It's absolutely amazing how this works, right? It really helps people focus, and it really helps people do a great job of what they have to do as that hat. So the red hat, you might have guessed, is the feeling thinker. And especially now, especially these days, you do not want to avoid this conversation. You absolutely want to have your people, to have your team let you know what they are feeling and how they're feeling about a new project that you're working on, about how things are working with current projects that you have. So that particular hat will answer questions like, how do I feel about this situation? What is my gut feel about this solution that we're discussing right now? And what are my feelings telling me about the choice that I am about to make or that we're about to make? It's all about intuition. And do I feel that intuitively it's the right solution to this problem or not? And here's the trick with this. The red hat, they don't have to explain why they feel like that. All they need to do is just look at these questions, answer the questions, and be honest about how they feel about a particular project, solution, situation, whatever it is that you're discussing as a team. They don't have to justify. Feelings are not justifiable in this case, right? But that will help them share their feelings even more, and it will help them open up and be honest about it, especially because they don't have to justify how they feel, right? But you want that shared. Another thing that this helps with, especially in work environments where you have people who are more conservative, but just the fact that they're conservative or just the fact that they are maybe more quiet doesn't mean that they don't feel a certain way about the project, the problem, the solution that we're discussing. So you're actually powerfully opening up the discussion, which is not something that we often do. And this is crucial because people can be frustrated. They can be worried. They might be excited. They might be happy. It's also very helpful for you as a leader to know who's excited about it, who is frustrated about it. And then you can discuss the pros and cons. Okay, so this is what the red hat does. Okay, moving on to the black hat. Now the black hat's a witch for me. It's actually, it's the hat that I used for the special Halloween show. But anyway, the black hat. What do they do? Well, you might have guessed. They are critical, right? And they're not, I think it's not by chance that it's a witch, right? They're the bad guy, but not really the bad guy. They are the logical negative thinker. So absolutely, they won't focus on feelings and emotions. They will focus on the stuff that doesn't work. They will be the critical hat. And here's why you want them on your team. You want them to have a voice, and perhaps you already know some black hats who just take this role no matter what. And actually, I feel, I don't know about you, but I feel that we as people take the black hat role pretty often in a lot of situations. I don't know. It's easy. It comes easy to us to find the negative in stuff that surrounds us, like to see the negative elements in, think about the crisis, the COVID situation, the I don't know, whatever it is, the lockdown, the whatever it is, even before the lockdown, the fact that we had to commute, that I don't know, the elevator didn't work or anything. It's easy for us to focus on the negatives. But here's the thing, you do want them on your team because they will answer to these questions. This is what they need to focus on. How is this likely to fail? What is the fatal flaw? You want to know the flaws. You want to know the stuff that can go wrong before you actually start working on it, or before you actually deliver the product or the final service to your clients. You want to know, what is the drawback? How many ways is this likely to fail? Because it might not be just one. What exactly are the dangers here? That's what you want to know, and you want them to be honest about it. The last thing you want is people coming out of the meeting and do something like, this is never going to work. You want them to tell you that during the meeting. So here's why the black hat actually helps you give them a voice to tell you exactly that. This is never going to work. Only that during the meeting, they will have to also give the reasons and the many reasons that they see that that's not going to work. You do want that. They're absolutely crucial on the team. So don't dismiss them. Just make sure that you don't have only black hats. You need all of the hats involved. Okay, yellow. Well, for the yellow, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I only have this crown that we had from the Christmas crackers. So, but hey, again, this is something that you can also have fun with. And if people don't have hats or caps or whatever it is, they can improvise, right? So put something, you can put a label like hold on, bear with me, like a sticker or something, right? They will have something yellow, blue, red, green, whatever. You can absolutely have fun with this and improvise. Don't be afraid of improvising, especially with your team and especially for those projects that are super important, because just the fact that you're taking them out of their shell and you're, mixing a little bit of fun and creativity, that will only enhance the level of innovation and motivation and engagement. People are absolutely at their best and they learn at their best and they share at their best when they're having fun. So don't forget that. They can't be engaged in something that's boring, right? So that's why. Okay, so yellow hat, the logical positive thinker. So I guess, see, the moral of the story, you don't have a hat, you wear a crown to be a logical positive thinker. And this is what the positive thinker will focus on. And this is a great exercise for you to do at any point, just you with yourself, right? Try to wear the yellow hat more often, because I find this is something that we do less of. And here are some of the questions that you can answer with this particular hat on. How can I best approach this problem? How can I logically and realistically make this work? What are the positive outcomes from this action? And What are the long-term benefits? So, right? Focus on the positives, focus on the benefits. What are they? Do they help us long term and how? Everything positive will be the responsibility of the yellow hat. And that is why you want to have all of these hats involved. You want to have the yellow hat, who is the logical, positive thinker, and you want to have the black hat, who is the logical negative thinker, because you want to know the good and the bad in everything that you discuss, right? And you don't want to overwhelm people. Again, this is an exercise that helps them focus on their bit. And then if you have another project or another topic that you want to discuss on the meeting, you can also ask them to rotate hats. Don't let people on the team stay wearing the same hat all over and over again, because that's not going to be good. They're going to get used to it. So don't let them get comfortable with the hat that they're wearing. Ask them to rotate so that they can, it's a good exercise, it's a good practice to look at things from different perspectives. By the way, absolutely, if you have kids, I don't have to tell you how much fun this is, right? You can use this with your family when you have to make super important decisions and you can't decide. This is fun and this is super helpful. Okay, last but not least, absolutely not least, the green hat. So just disregard the red and just look at the green. Okay, this is the green hat. What does the green hat do? Well, here's what it does. The green hat is the creative thinker. And actually, this whole exercise is so creative, right? But the green hat is going to have the creative perspective. So they look at things from this perspective. What other possibilities are out there? Can we do this in a different way? How can I look at this problem from a unique perspective, from a completely different point of view? They can come up with the wildest ideas of how the service product project problem can be solved, something that no one else thought about, and they did, because now you just opened up the gate towards their empowerment. How can I think outside the box? I hate this expression, by the way, but this is what they will have to do, because we're not in a box anyway, unless we put ourselves there, but that's another discussion. And I love the last question. What if? The what if is such a powerful question to answer, because it continues with, what if we did this? What if we tried that? What if instead of this, we tried this, which has never been tried before? This is so powerful. Again, it just brings everybody around that same table, and suddenly we're looking at something that might seem completely wild. But in that particular discussion, it actually starts to make sense, right? So let's recap, because we have to finish this conversation right now. Okay. This is what the 6 thinking hats do, right? The blue one is the movie director, or the meeting facilitator, the meeting lead, whoever is leading the meeting. Maybe you're not leading the meeting all the time as the team leader or team manager. Maybe you have people, you've assigned people on the team to lead the meeting at different times. They will be the blue hat. They will have the big picture. They will be the movie director. The white hat focuses on facts and information. They're the detective. The red hat focuses on feelings and emotions. That's it. And they don't have to justify them. The black hat is the logical negative thinker. So only the negatives. And you do want to know what the danger is, what the negative side of any project is you want them to express that concern and that worry. The yellow hat, the logical positive thinker. So that's a great one to have because, hey, we get to focus on some benefits here and some positives. And the green, new ideas. They have a, a full floor to express even the wildest ideas that they have. That is allowed. All right? Okay. So, my hat display, that was it for today. If you want more of what we're doing here with the live Q&A, I am happy to talk to you about the Lead for Legacy League. This is a training and group coaching environment for management and leadership development. So you know how the top executives, they get all of the training and all of the resources so that they can actually learn how to be great leaders. Well, this is for mid to senior managers and also small business CEOs that want to be great leaders for their teams. I was talking to somebody the other day and she said, I don't want to be just another manager. I want to be a good leader. I want people to remember me for something good that I've done. I want to leave a legacy. There's a lot of people who want to leave a legacy. So if you want to have more assessments and strategies and tools and online courses and group coaching and a lot of solutions that we discuss for you and your team, because you can take these solutions back to your team, absolutely feel free to DM me. I'm happy to chat to you about this. And also ask your questions, right? So don't forget, you can ask your questions, just DM me. You can ask any question that you have around how can I how can I how can I work with my team better? How can I be a better leader for my team, a better manager for my team? How can I empower them to take the lead depending on who needs to do what and when? So, if you have any questions around these topics, absolutely feel free to ask them. And you can check the link in the description of this video, and that's where you can catch all the replays. And this is Q&A number 4. So we have 3 more sessions. And last time we talked about how you can empower and how you can engage different generations in your team. So boomers, Generation X, millennials, and even Generation Z. So you might want to watch that replay. Go in the link in the description and you can check them all, and you will be getting them all in case you can't attend the live session. So thanks for being here with me today, and stay tuned for next Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, let me have your questions. Okay, make sure you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, a great rest of your week and weekend, and see you next time. Bye. Bye from all of my hats today. Bye bye for now.